Imagine this. It's 2009. Teen magazines are stacked at the checkout line. Disney Channel is still king. And two of the biggest young stars on the planet, Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus, they are quietly circling the same guy without ever saying a word about it. No tweets, no subtweets, no diss tracks. Just a movie, a music video, and a lot of side eye from fans who noticed something didn't quite add up. Because in 2009, Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus weren't just dominating pop culture. They were unknowingly sharing a very specific overlap. Lucas Till. Lucas Till was Hollywood's new it boy. Clean-cut, charming, approachable. The kind of guy casting directors loved pairing with America's sweethearts. His biggest breakout came when he starred as Miley Cyrus's love interest in Hannah Montana. The movie. The movie was a massive deal. It marked Miley's transition from TV star to global pop phenomenon, and tucked inside that same film was a blink and you miss it cameo from Taylor Swift herself. At the time, it felt like a fun crossover moment. Looking back, it feels intentional. Because that same year, Lucas Till showed up again. This time as the male lead in Taylor Swift's music video for You Belong With Me. And this is where things get interesting. You Belong With Me isn't just a love song, it's a story. A carefully constructed narrative about the right girl versus the wrong girl. And if you watch it closely, Taylor makes it very clear who she thinks belongs in which category. On one side, you have Taylor's character. Glasses, sneakers, t-shirt, sitting on the bleachers, quietly pining. She's framed as humble, overlooked, emotionally available. On the other side, you have the girlfriend, short skirts, loud friends, eye-rolling, cheer captain energy, red lipstick, blonde hair. She isn't given much depth. And that's the point. The girlfriend is never meant to be relatable. She's meant to be dismissed, and while Taylor never named anyone directly, fans couldn't help but notice the timing. Miley Cyrus at that point was actively working to shed her Disney image. She was louder, bolder, pushing boundaries, wearing shorter skirts, being criticized for it constantly. So when Taylor's video paints the rival girl as shallow, aggressive, and undeserving, people started connecting dots, especially since both women were linked to the same guy in the same year. Now, was You Belong With Me literally about Miley Cyrus? Almost certainly not. But was it shaped by a very real cultural contrast that existed between the two women at the time? Absolutely. Taylor was being marketed as the safe choice, the good girl, the one parents trusted. Meanwhile, Miley was being framed by the media as rebellious, reckless, and too much. And Taylor's video leans right into that divide. The cheerleader girlfriend yells at Lucas Till's character. She embarrasses him in public. She storms off dramatically. Meanwhile, Taylor waits patiently, writes letters, and watches from afar until she finally wins. It's subtle, it's polished, and it's incredibly effective. Teen magazines ate it up. Covers featuring all three of them started popping up everywhere. Fans speculated about a quiet love triangle. Comment sections debated who the song was really about. But neither Taylor nor Miley ever addressed it directly. And that silence mattered. Lucas Till later downplayed any romantic drama, explaining that his relationship with Taylor was brief and friendly. He described her as kind, normal, and easy to be around. No bad blood, no explosive ending. Miley's connection with Till, meanwhile, remained largely framed as on-screen chemistry, something that may or may not have extended beyond filming, which makes this whole situation feel like a perfect snapshot of the era. This was before celebrity narratives were controlled minute by minute online, before fans expected explanations, before every lyric was dissected in real time. Back then, overlap didn't mean scandal. It meant speculation. And as for Taylor and Miley's friendship, they were friendly during that period. Award shows, industry events, mutual respect. But as the years went on, their paths diverged. Creatively, personally, publicly. There was no blow-up, no feud announcement, just distance. And maybe that's why this moment still fascinates people. It was a quiet intersection of timing, image, and perception, all wrapped up in one of the most iconic pop songs of the late 2000s. Lucas Till moved on from teen heartthrob roles. Miley Cyrus reinvented herself repeatedly, unapologetically, and Taylor Swift became one of the most powerful storytellers in music, known for turning personal moments into universal narratives. So, was there a real love triangle that, probably not in the dramatic sense, but was there a moment where symbolism, media framing, and subtle storytelling blurred the lines between reality and fiction?